this dashboard allows a manager to evaluate the performance of a call center. You can see the calls that come in, and you can see how each one of those calls are handled. Here we have a breakdown of the call count and average wait time represented in graphs, and you can select on specific months, which will bring up the data in the lower panes and the pane to the right to give you an understanding of what went on in that month. You can see I've selected April, and that in April we built these meters here to draw the attention of a manager if something is going wrong. So you can see here with average wait, we have less than 5 minutes, and that falls within the green as being an acceptable amount of time to be waiting. However, at 23.5 minutes for the length of call, that is red, and therefore the manager's eye is directly, or is brought directly to that metric to say, hey, you know, what's going on here? Why are we not meeting our standards? In the lower pane, again, this is broken down by month. You can see that we've broken the different agents down to see what their performance is based on, you know, calls handled, average wait time, length of calls. If you want to dive into information from a more detailed point of view, you select on the month here, and then you click on the Details button, and that brings up a report that shows you all of the calls that came in. You can see starting April 1st, and the customer name, the agent that handled it, and then the information associated with that call. To get an overview of all that information, you can click on the Call Summary tab, which brings up the counts on the different kinds of contact made, a pie graph, you know, that shows you the percentage of the different kind of call types that are coming into the center, and then we have created this kind of leaderboard that allows you to evaluate the performance of one agent versus his peers. Another thing that we've done is we've built in this geographical representation of calls. So you can see again we're using red and green to bring the attention to calls that met the parameters set and the ones that did not. And it's valuable to see geographically because sometimes you can identify problems by, you know, visualizing patterns. For example, if there was a disruption in service, you might notice there was a whole bunch of red in one area. But you can bring up, by clicking on the point, you can bring up the specific data for that call. So you can see it would have the customer's name and the different pieces of information associated with that call. So in conclusion, this dashboard is basically a way of looking at information about the call center in a number of different ways so that a decision maker can make strategy moves to, you know, to make sure that they're accomplishing all of their goals.